The scaredest I've ever been in my life was rock climbing. Free solo rock climbing without any ropes. So I was starting to get into rock climbing. I thought it was pretty cool. Went to some climbing gyms. I was getting okay at it, getting my fingers strong. And I go to this rock and I watch the climbers there. I watched them climb this wall. So I was watching them and I saw this kid, probably about 12 years old, scurry up the face of this rock. Basketball shoes on, street clothes. He just went to the top. So I thought, can't be that hard, right? Wrong. So I'm climbing up, I get about halfway up, and I realize I don't know where to go. I can't go sideways, I can't go up, I don't see any holds to hold on to, I can't go down. And so I looked down at the ground, and the more experienced climbers at the bottom realized that I was in trouble, and they all looked up at me. And at this point, I started to panic. My legs were shaking, my arms were shaking, and so I froze, and I just sat there. And the guys down below started giving me some advice. They started giving me advice and they said, hey, you got a hold right off to your left there. And I said, no, I can't do it, I can't do it. And they said, hey, just relax. They started coaching me. They said, there's a hold off there to your left, just grab it. And so I found it and they walked me through it. They verbally walked me through it. And it took maybe about 5 minutes where I calmed myself enough, was assured by the people below that I wasn't going to die, that I could make it to the top. They were saying, you can do it, you can make it to the top. And I took their advice and I did it. I did one hold by one hold, and slowly the panic started to dissipate, and I was able, slowly but surely, to make my way to the top of this rock. Now, at that time, it was a life or death situation, literally. Like, if I would have fallen, I probably would have died or broke something really, really badly. And what I realized is this acronym. I've talked about this before. It's called F.E.A.R. So it stands for fear. So it's forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. In that moment, I was forced to face everything and rise because it was life or death. And thank goodness the people below me were there. They'd probably seen that happen before and they coached me through it. If it hadn't been for them, I might not be here today. And so I say this to inspire you, or to share that in life, when it's not life or death, but when you have these fearful situations where you're worried about social approval or worried about performance in your sport or your job, that it's not life or death, but it's a similar type of thing where failure feels like life or death. What you need to do is you need to lean into that fear. You need to face everything and rise. There's really nothing that you can't overcome within reason, right? So all you have to do is face your fear. That's what you have to do. And there's always a solution. And it could be not do the thing that you're afraid of because it's maybe impossible or bad for you, obviously. Or it could be that you need to face your fear and it's something that's going to be good for you if you get through it. So I would employ this acronym, face everything and rise. The more you avoid something that's fearful that you need to do, the more you build it up in your mind as something that's really bigger than it is. The quicker you can face that fear, think about solutions, maybe talk to somebody to get some perspective on the situation. The quicker you face and handle that fear, the better off you're going to be. The more you're going to train your brain that, yes, I can handle anything that comes my way. I'm one of those people that handles the situation, that steps into the fear and solves things.